welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. The beginning of Married to Medicine had me cracking up because you can see Dr. Heavenly in her yoga class, getting her stretch on, doing her downward dog or whatever leg lift she was doing, and then the wig just dropped off her head right in the middle of the class. And she just picked it up and put it back on her head quick and fast. It was hilarious. Welcome, people, my incredible crew. Let's talk about Married to Medicine. Now, this show is making me laugh. I'm telling you, Phaedra is hilarious to me. But yeah, I feel like she's a good addition to the show. I feel like she kind of weaves between the different groups quite nicely because obviously she's quite friendly with Quad. She's also friendly with Dr. G because that's how she actually met Quad. And now she's obviously, getting in there with the ladies as well. So it's interesting seeing her kind of transition between the groups and, have a commentary in between, which is always hilarious. Now, the wedding dress shopping for Sweet Tea was interesting and very shady. I can see why Sweet Tea was a little bit offended because the comments about her being challenged in the behind and needing to get a girdle. I was like, gosh, man, let the woman just live, let her live. But I thought that was interesting. But I thought it was also interesting that Sweet Tea did bring it up later on at Toya's event that she had for her wine club. I thought it was good that she actually felt comfortable to actually bring it up. She could have probably done it in a little slightly better way. But for someone telling you that you're butt challenged, you don't want to hear that, especially when you're in your wedding dress and you're trying to feel good about yourself. But yeah, she did raise it with them a bit later on, and basically they apologised. Well, definitely Phaedra and Toya, because they were the ones that were at the wedding dress shopping. And talking about wedding dress shopping, I thought it was interesting that the lady that was with her, the friend that she met through this Facebook group about age gap dating and all this stuff, I was like, oh, there's a group for everything in there, literally, but not Dr. Heavenly asking about is she doing therapy for dating older men. I'm like, Lord have mercy, this woman and her mouth, I don't understand it. And it would be her coming with the carrying of income news, but getting it all chopped and screwed. Because obviously Phaedra was a little baby that told her and kind of interjected and said, oh no, I didn't quite say that. But Sweet Tea was not too happy about that and asked her if she wanted to join the group. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious because obviously she is younger. She's used to kind of doing different things, and she definitely was not feeling their welcome there. And she definitely threw some shade of her own, talking about that these women, most of them are so old that they're near her grandmother's age. I said, ooh, wow, okay. So she definitely got a little fire in her. So it'll be interesting to see how next week turns out with the whole foolishness that's happening. If that is even next week, it could just be a highlight that they're showing us to get us, tagging along until they do get to that episode. But anyway, and I can see why you've got poor Sweet Tea actually engaging in an older age gap group because did you hear what she said? Did she really say that people come up to her asking if she's okay because she's with Gregory? Because she's with Dr. G. I said, what? Oh my God. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at this, but it's hilarious. It is hilarious. So what are they thinking? That he's kidnapped her? Like, what are they thinking? Besides that, her age gap anyway, she's 23 years, massive age gap. I think that's absolutely huge. And I thought it was interesting when you've got Phaedra meeting later on with Dr. G and kind of like, questioning him about, you want to get married and, does he have a prenup? Because of course, her gold digger senses are definitely going off. Hence why she's asking some of these questions. And I don't really blame her on that. Now, Phaedra also made me laugh talking about she don't like the idea of dating an older man because she don't want to be nobody's nurse. And Jackie made me laugh as well, telling Phaedra that, she divorces her husband and you can't be friends with him. And that made me laugh. But I feel like for Phaedra's situation, it's a bit different because she actually met Dr. G, knew him first and then met Quad. So she couldn't just drop him out, could she? So she's managed to keep her friendships with both of them. Now, we did see Quad for a little bit this time round in this episode. And, Quad seems to be in her own little happy world of travelling and doing what she's doing and was not too interested in the ladies as much, it seems. And the ladies don't seem like they seem like they want to hear from Quad, but it sounds like they want it to be her calling them. So I'm not quite understanding that. Is that not a two-way thing? Can you not call as well? Just like Phaedra said, like the phone is a two-way situation. So I feel like Quad's sitting around waiting for them to call and vice versa. Oh, sidebar also with Quad. How is it that she's telling Phaedra that Toya has it out for her and Toya hates her, when I think it's more like the other way around? Because I feel like Quad was causing mix-up for Toya last season. So it came in like, what was your issue with Toya? Whereas those two used to be kind of okay friends. So, you know, swings and roundabouts with this show, clearly. Yeah, because Quad's acting like she has amnesia. Do you not remember that you accused Toya of robbing the woman's yard and stealing things? Like, of course, Toya has an issue with you because you've been gunning for her for the whole of last season. So you acting brand new about this doesn't make any sense. Now, don't get me wrong now. I know Toya has definitely done her own share of mess in there, but I feel like Toya takes a bit of accountability and she'll put her hands up and say, okay, yeah, that was wrong with me. But I don't feel like Quad does that as much. And also she flagged that she was a bit upset with Dr. Heavenly, because Dr. Heavenly is also always going on about, you know, Quad is cis, she's cis, but then sends her a picture with her being out with Sweet Tea for lunch. So she's obviously feeling a little bit away about that. So we'll see. Oh, and sidebar, I really did like the little clip that they showed of Toya and her husband, Dr. Eugene, sitting with the boys, talking to them about sexual education. I think that is so important. It was also hilarious. And it's important that, you know, parents do have that conversation with their kids, because not everyone's parents did do that, for real. Like, mine certainly did not. So, yeah, I have to find out my own way. But anyway, next week is looking really interesting. If that is what it's supposed to be, as in the hen nights and the bachelor nights, it's looking very lit and looking very crazy, because no way. Why is Phaedra walking in there with Quad to the woman's hen do? What the hell is this? I suppose you guys in America call it bachelorette party, in the UK we call it a hen do, right? And that to me is a problem. Why are you coming in to my hen do with my soon-to-be husband's ex-wife and we're not even cool like that? You must be crazy. So they definitely want to get her riled up, and I feel like Sweet Tea's definitely going to have a moment. It looks like she's going to kick off, but we shall see. Anyway, guys, what do you think of Martin Medicine, the recent episode? I must say, I do love this show. It does crack me up most of the time. You know, the ladies are rather hilarious. Also, I thought it was really nice that Simone took Sweet Tea to the side when she was getting a little bit snappy with the ladies and, you know, pushing back against the grillin because she's under a bit of stress from the wedding that she's planning, and that Dr. G is paying 90% for. So it feels like he doesn't have to do anything. I don't know if these women actually study these men before they marry them, because if you watch back on the series, you can see that Dr. G is not an easy man. There was a reason why him and Quad didn't get along at certain times, and Quad was at certain points trying to be the doting housewife as well. So obviously they're two different women completely, but I feel like people need to learn from people's behaviours, because I feel like Dr. G is not Mr. Innocent, Papa Smurf. He is also got a temper, because I remember seeing him storm off and get on with himself a few times with Quad. So we saw his little side rare when he started speaking about, well, you know, he don't want to be doing anything. He don't see why he should be doing anything to do with the wedding. And you can see where Sweet Tea's going to be upset about that and threatening to turn into Bridezilla. But it sounds like you're overwhelmed because you're rushing to get the wedding done. And this is a bit I don't get. What is the rush? Why is she only getting married within a month and just looking for a dress? It just sounds a bit suspect. Or maybe there's just certain parts that they've edited out that we're not seeing. I don't know. And Sweet Tea, Letitia, you cannot be going around these ladies with your tag still on your dress. Are you crazy? These women will roast you to 500 degrees. Like, just don't do it. And speaking of fashions, I must say Phaedra is bringing the fashion. She is coming in looking hot as usual. I'm like, okay, Faye, do not play around. She is here with the fashions, child. But anyway, guys, what did you think of the episode? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.